Hi and welcome to the latest Mawson Graham Research Snapshot. Today we're going to be talking about a defense manufacturing company called XTEK Limited, which has just acquired a US firm called Comm Armor Solutions. This is a company that we did write a report on in March and July of this year, so if you want to check that out, head over to our website. It's mawsongraham.com.au/reports. If investing in small companies is something you like, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. Before I begin, as always, please remember that all the information in this video is general in nature, so it doesn't take into account your personal financial circumstances. Also, we do have a commercial relationship with this company, so please keep that in mind, do your own research, and seek independent advice if you need it. So to kick things off, XTEK Limited is listed on the ASX under the ticker XTE, and there are three key reasons why we like it. The first reason is the fact that they're producing revenues already, and it's been growing year on year. The second reason is that they do have two viable growth potential opportunities, which are called XTclave and XTatlas. Finally, they have acquired a company called Comm Armor Solutions in the US, which we think is highly complementary. However, before I get into all of that, the first thing we have to do is understand the capital structure of the company so we can better understand the opportunity. So there were about 40 million shares in issue until recently, because the company has since done a share purchase plan, a placement, and they've issued shares as part of this Comm acquisition. So because of that, there's going to be roughly 52 million shares in issue, and at the current share price, which is around the mid 50-cent mark, this gives the company a market cap of around $30 million. So point one is how the company actually produces revenue. And they do this through a variety of activities, including the supply of drones to the Australian Defence Force, the supply of X-ray equipment, forensics, and even sniper rifles. However, of all of these, the AE Aerovironment WASPs, which they are supplying to the ADF, is the most significant. So Aerovironment are a billion-dollar company listed in the United States, and the reason why this is particularly important for XTEK is because XTEK have the only repair facility for these types of drones outside of the US. So what that means is that going ahead into the future, XTEK is quite likely to continue receiving the maintenance component of this drone contract with the ADF, which is a good thing because it's relatively higher margin compared to the resale of the actual drones to the ADF. So as you can see from their latest presentation, revenues have been growing quite strongly year on year. It's moved from around $9 million to $17 million, and finally up to what could be between 30 to 35 million for the financial year just passed. So the other good thing about all of these revenues is the fact that XTEK have been producing a positive net income. And that has meant that XTEK have been investing quite heavily into its growth opportunities without having to keep asking shareholders or new investors for more money. So this has been a really good thing for the company and for existing shareholders and future shareholders too. The second reason we like XTEK is because it does have two viable growth opportunities. One is the technology called XTclave and the other XTatlas. So XTclave is a carbon fiber composite technology which allows XTEK to produce body armor 30% lighter than comparable body armors out there in the market. The other really interesting thing about XTclave is the fact that it could be producing parts for space, as we can see in their recent announcement with the Australian Space Agency, and it can even potentially produce helmet shells which are capable of stopping an AK-47 bullet. So in terms of the dollars and cents, each XTclave machine costs between 2 to 3 mil US, and when fully commercialized is expected to potentially be producing up to 20 mil in revenues per year per machine. So the opportunity for us really sank in when we looked at what XTclave could potentially be producing in the future and compared it to the current market capitalization of the company. And I encourage you to go away and do your own research on this point, because it's in our opinion anyway that if XTclave is successfully commercialized, then we really do think that this would be transformative for the company and really serve as a potential strong catalyst for the share price. The second technology the company has, which is XTatlas, is essentially a piece of drone software which allows for the real-time streaming of geospatially relevant and accurate data back to drone operators. It does this by combining a video exploitation tool, a GIS application, and a photogrammetry application. So as far as we know, there are not many pieces of software, if any, that can do all three functions in one. And this is what allows XTatlas to do what it does. Because normally out there at the moment, you either get accurate data or timely data, you can't get both. And obviously in a defense setting, when it's, there's some live action going on, having accurate and timely data is a really important thing to have. It's also important to see here that XT Atlas has already received its first international sales, so we think that's a great indication that there is a real demand for this software and it actually works. Finally, the third reason we like XTEK is because of the recent HighComm Armor Solutions acquisition that was completed. So HighComm are a body armor supplier into the US market, and we like this acquisition for two reasons. The first reason is that it was done on a 2.6 times EV/EBITDA multiple, which is a low multiple, and thus we think a great buy by the company. The second reason we really like the HighComm acquisition, however, is because we do think it's really complementary, because they've kept all the key staff and personnel that were working at that business beforehand. So what that means is that when XTclave is fully commercialized and ready to go, the HighComm business will serve as a launch pad for the commercialization of XTclave into the US market. And the US market is a very big body armor market. So there you have it. They're the reasons that we like XTEK Limited. As I mentioned before, you can check out our full report by going over to mawsongraham.com.au/reports and being able to access our report there. This video is really just an overview of the opportunity. Also, if you like small cap investing, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future content. Finally, if you want to reach out to us for any reason, you can get us at contact@mawsongraham.com.au. So thanks for watching, and until next time, happy investing. Bye for now.